Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Christmas special of Edge of the Masquerade. I'm your host, Z. And today, unfortunately, Vincent Lenz and Brazen, also known as Tommy Gunn, won't be able to make it today. They have some Christmas plans with family and whatnot, you know. Life happens. But we're still gonna be here to give you what we got. So, quick recap of yesterday, our last session between Jeremy Wells and Vincent Lenz. Vincent taught Jeremy the ropes of being a kindred. That includes feeding and finding the right prey. Also got Jeremy a new bump and ride. And as they were headed back to the ivory tower for some bump and grind, the car hit a woman crossing the street. Rushing out in all their buff glory, Jeremy and Vincent rushed to the woman, only for her to notice Jeremy. Jeremy noticed her as Warren's girlfriend. Shocked by his life, or unlife as that is, she informed Jeremy of Warren's death at the hands of one Haley Johnson. And so, Jeremy, with the loss of one of his touchstones, flies into a frenzy. Tearing through the city, and not even Vincent can stop him. Eventually, Jeremy finds himself waking up in the warehouse. Tommy's nowhere to be seen, and only Jeremy and Cypher are in the warehouse. Hello, you two. You ready to get started?
Yep.
Hello, yes, I'm ready.
Alright, Jeremy. You have just finished with your frenzy at the death of Warren by Haley Johnson. You find yourself waking up in the fridge of the warehouse. Not quite sure how you got there, but when you open the fridge, the only other person you see around is Cypher.
Looking around. He'll kind of stay silent a bit, kind of almost in disbelief and confusion as to what really happened. Almost like thinking of it as a dream for a second, even though it felt so real. He'll just kind of stay silent for a moment. Look around. Whoa. How did I get here?
What do you mean? You came in this morning.
I don't remember. And Jeremy just kind of gives up on thinking and kind of like sits in the fridge with the door open. Glances about a bit. And it's like, forget it. Just, it's not important right now. Jeremy is kind of very worried about Warren and like, with his believed death that he just heard about. But he's gonna actually, he knows Warren's number by like heart, and he's gonna just try sending him a quick text, saying like, "Yo, man, are you alright? Like, text me back as soon as you can, or give me a call. Don't care. Contact me as soon as possible." And he'll put down the phone and then just kind of get up and like pace a bit.
Are you okay, Jeremy?
Not really, but look, I don't know if it's true or not, but Haley might have killed Warren. And
What?
I'm on the verge of freaking out, and I don't know what's going on anymore. I don't even know if he's actually dead or if I'm just hearing like false. It's like false, it's just a lie. I don't know. I just don't know.
Did you contact him?
I just tried. I don't know. And Jeremy just kind of like sits down and just kind of like lays there for a minute. He doesn't know what to do because he's not sure if he should go running over to his place just to find nothing, or he just has no idea what to do. So he's just gonna sit still. You know, internally panicking, but not really sure what to do at all.
I've been sitting reading my book since I woke up, which has probably been 20 minutes before Jeremy. I turn to him and look at him and say, my meeting with Vincent went pretty well. I got 2 books. I'm not sure if you're really interested in one, but I do have one on alchemy, which you might be interested in, given your background. I also have some information on Thin Bloods, though I'm probably not going to tell you until Tommy's around. I have no idea where he is right now. But Vincent did mention something to me that I'm going to tell you. That is to not trust Haley.
Well, I wasn't going to trust her now, as you could possibly imagine. So, as far as I'm concerned, if it is true, I'll probably kill her myself if I can. But
I can't. We can't kill her. Not
listen,
yet.
Maybe not yet.
I understand.
But I will find a reason, and I will kill her if I have to. You understand?
No, I understand that, and feel free, but I need answers.
Look, you can question her before I kill her. I don't care. So long as you let me kill her.
Sounds good. Make it long and slow, though, man. Fuck her.
Oh, trust me, I would. And then Jeremy kind of like pauses for a moment and kind of looks around. It's like, so, Tommy not here?
Yeah, I don't know where he went. I saw him, and then he kind of left.
Well, shit. I mean, might be best he's not here anyways.
Yeah, about that, I saw his sister.
His sister?
Yeah, with Vincent.
Shit.
Yeah, we helped her, but I'm not sure to what costs. I haven't told him yet. I don't know how to tell him without him getting hella pissed, so I'm just waiting for that prime moment.
How exactly did you help her?
She might have drank my blood.
Okay, so let's avoid telling him then.
Yeah, I mean, she was super sick. She was super sick, and she got better. So that's good, but I'm not sure that it didn't do something else. Vincent wiped her memory, but I'm not sure. That's why I'm reading this book.
Well, if you don't mind, I'll take a peek through those books. Especially once with the chance of anything that can help me learn more about the situation, the better. So, and then Jeremy would kind of look at the books for a moment, and then he'd be like, "Do we have anywhere we need to be?" And no, Vincent pulled us aside, both of us, and he spoke to me as well, by the way, and told me quite a bit himself. It was very interesting.
Cypher, you did notice someone dropping off a 99 Buick Century late last night.
What's with the car?
Oh, he bought me a car.
Oh, nice. He gave me an apartment that I'm probably never going to stay at.
I mean,
I'd rather stay in a group. I mean, if you want to move there, it's cool, but it's a studio.
To be honest, I don't, but the car should be helpful. It's inconspicuous. No one's gonna look at it, but it runs way better than mine.
Yeah,
runs.
that's a good thing, though. I mean, your car could be like storage. We could move it in the warehouse.
I could sleep in the car instead of the fridge. I mean, might be better, but
Your coffin's pretty precious.
precious. It's a fridge. It's cold.
It'll keep you fresh. You are kind of undead, you know.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't say it's keeping me fresh in any way, but at least it's somewhere to sleep. Listen, should we Look, I hope you don't mind, but would you mind coming with me and go check out Warren's place just to see?
Yeah, that's not a problem.
All right, because at this point he checks his phone again. And he still hasn't got a response, and as time passes, he's getting more and more worried. So he's actually just gonna take his new car over to Warren's. That, at least the last place he knew he was staying at.
So you arrive at. You both hop in the car, and you take your sweet drive down to where you believe Warren was last seen, and which would be his house. And unfortunately, you can't even get close. There's police tape all over there. There's a bunch of people you used to know from your previous life just around, trying to get a peek and see what's going on. You know, Warren was really well liked in the Dusty Hands, but so his death comes as a shocker to the entire community. As you progressively get closer and closer in your car, I assume you're going to stay in your car and probably not get out since you see a lot of people.
Yeah, because there's a lot of people and they would recognize me as well. I'm even going to slip up my hood in the car just in case someone looks inside, even though they can't really see inside the tinted windows at all, because it's more like a one-way window or one-way mirror. But he's going to actually turn to like Cypher. Would you mind getting out, asking questions? I can't be seen around here.
Sure. Yeah, that's no problem. I get out of the car and I'll approach the first group of people furthest away from the situation.
So you approach and you see one girl and three guys are just kind of huddled away, especially away from the cops, just kind of talking in muttered whispers. And they see you approach and their conversation immediately stops as they take a look at you. And one of the guys turns to you. Is there anything we can help you with?
Yeah, I knew Warren. What's going on with his house?
No, man. Last night, I guess Warren died last night, which is shocker. I mean, he was the most strapped up out of all of us. You know, first Jeremy, now Warren. Like, I don't fucking know what's going on. Now I think Dusty Hands might have to find a new turf.
Do they have anything about what happened or who did it?
Nah, his girls shut up pretty well. Said something about Haley Johnson, but you saw the Plaster article online. Haley Johnson's been in the hospital for the last couple of days, under strict security.
Yeah, thanks, man. I'm gonna go back. Thanks for the information. I walk back to the car and sit down in the seat and look over to Jeremy. It looks like what you thought happened is probably what's going to happen. Haley definitely is the prime suspect, and Warren is dead.
Jeremy kind of like puts his head on the wheel and kind of runs his fingers through his hair for a second. All right.
I'm sorry, man.
This isn't good. Not just for me. Warren was important. Not really Dusty Hands, really, but he was kind of like their public figure. At this point, I don't know what's going to happen to them. I think violence might escalate among the gangs, and I don't know.
Yeah, the people I talked to said that he might move turfs, or that he should. So you might be right about that. Considering they think you're dead too.
Well, they know something about me, but I don't know what's up with Dusty Hands at this point. However, it's a fucking, this has got to be a bad joke. Let's just get out of here. And Jeremy will just kind of like pull out, not really, kind of not trying to avoid looking back, because he knows he can't like dwell on this right now, with so much shit going on and like their lives, unlives being on the line. But he's just gonna head straight. He's gonna just try heading back to the warehouse for now.
Make it back to the warehouse, and you know, it seems like Tommy had been there because the files that are normally there, that were, you know, normally in order and everything, kind of just all thrown around and things like that. And then, you know, someone was definitely here. Not quite 100% sure if it was Tommy or not, but someone was there. They didn't seem to take anything. Files had just moved around a bit.
So, his files have been moved around a bit, so it just seems like Tommy was there, but nothing's been taken.
Nothing's been taken.
So.
That's weird. Can we message Tommy? Do you have his number and find out if he was here? Because this stuff's been moved, and I'm not sure. With everything going on.
You know, believe it or not, I don't have Tommy.
Yeah, I don't either.
We really should have gotten to exchanging numbers at this point.
Yeah, do you need Martin Schiller's number?
I don't think he wants me to contact him.
Yeah, maybe not. Not after last time.
Did he even come up for the... He didn't even come pick up the computer. Do we still have the computer?
Computer's still
that we stole?
Well, Martin, it wasn't Martin then, because he would have taken that.
Yeah, well, obviously.
I'm going to start straightening the
probably,
files.
You probably should, like, text him and let him know he can pick up the computer, because I don't think we can do anything with that now.
Yeah, I'll do that.
You're gonna text Schiller.
Yeah, I send Schiller a text saying, hey, you can come pick up the computer whenever. We're not done with the files yet. As soon as we're done, we'll return them.
Immediately you get a text back from Martin that's like, thank God I can finally get that. I'll be there in 20-30 minutes. Yeah. Just get me those files as soon as you can. People are starting to wonder where all the stuff's going.
Yeah, especially a computer. I can imagine.
Only especially the computer, okay?
Like some like stray wires have been left behind. They're like, huh, this is a little weird.
I'll bundle the computer up, unplugging all the cords, having it ready for him.
Why are we gonna get internet for this place?
Yeah, we should probably go on that. I don't know how we should be going around that, though. I haven't asked Vincent if we can just go in and get it, or if we need to, like, do special things. Everything's so sophisticated now. I don't know.
Well, we'll figure it out later. But for now, we'll ask Vincent later. I'm sure he's got his hands full right now, particularly with the whole Haley situation. But
yeah, I'm gonna just stay away from her.
Do we know where exactly Haley is right now? Because she just disappeared. Right?
According to the plaster, she's in the hospital, under security, so we can't really sneak in there and beat the shit out of her.
But she's definitely not in the hospital under security.
Yeah, probably not.
So I don't even know where to go to ask about Haley.
I don't know if I want to.
Jeremy's kind of like tapping on the table, and he's like, "What if we go to the Ivory Tower, just to ask around, see if Haley like." Well, no, they wouldn't tell us anything.
No, they wouldn't.
We'd have to go. Shit. Jeremy's just gonna look at his phone again, see if there's like any update. But...
Not from Warren at all, no.
No. Alright.
So, as you guys are brainstorming and shuffling through the papers, making sure, you know, everything's back to normal before Tommy gets back, because, you know, he'll have a frickin' conniption that all the files are not organized, you find a simple letter. In Cypher, you find a simple letter inside one of the files.
What is this? I'm going to open it.
As you open the letter, it's nicely... It's fairly nice handwriting, and it just says, "Congratulations, you've been invited to the Fall Extravaganza."
Fall Extravaganza. What is this? Did you get one of these, Jeremy?
What? Can
This
Link looks at
letter
his folder.
thing?
I didn't get one of those. Where'd you find it?
It was just sitting here. So somebody really was here, because this was not here, I'm pretty sure.
No, I thought it was a little weird because Tommy's usually more organized. But it didn't look like anything was taken, so I assumed it was fine.
There's no whiskey sitting out or anything, so we know he wasn't here.
Things are vaguely more in color, so definitely wasn't here.
On the letter, it has an address, nondescript location, seemingly in the middle of the city, next to the Ivory Tower, but not too close.
Is there any dress code on it or anything?
Nope.
Maybe we should head to this. This could lead us to Haley. You know how she is with public events.
Yeah, definitely better than nothing. So, yeah, let's check it out.
Should we take your car?
I don't see why not. I mean, we'll just park a little bit farther from the event and walk the rest of the way.
And so you do. You hop in the car and start making your way downtown, driving fast. And eventually you do arrive at the Alabaster Central Mall. It's still quite busy for this time of night. There's a surprisingly high amount of other vampires around, but other than that, nothing seems super out of place. You know, it seems like a party's about to happen and no one quite knows why.
This is super weird.
Jeremy's gonna actually approach just like someone else who's approaching who doesn't look too intimidating at a glance. And is gonna be like, "Hey, did you get one of these weird invites as well?"
Ah, the invite to the Fall Extravaganza. Yeah, I haven't seen you before, so it must be new for you. Every time around this time of year, it's kind of like our Christmas, because if we go out on Christmas, things get messy. The last prince at least banned us from going out on Christmas because of the fact that people would brutally murder a lot of the kind walking around malls and things like that. So this is our event. And it's kind of the midway between Halloween and, you know, everything else that happens in the mortal world. So we just kind of gather here.
Yeah, no, it's definitely our first time. So, can you tell me a little bit about it, as you don't mind?
Basically, it's just a blood party. Someone high up in the ranks of the Camarilla, you know, they obtain, at least we assume they're Camarilla, because they're the only ones with the amount of resources to pull this shit off. They obtain quite a few kind for us, and in return, we show up. It's kind of like an Elysium. Mingle, mix, all that good stuff.
Gotcha. Thanks, man.
Of course.
And Jeremy will kind of like jog back to Cypher. It's like, it's a blood party.
Oh, it's just a blood party. So casual. So normal.
I mean, listen, I don't know what's normal in this society at this point, but you might as well check it out. Can't hurt.
Yeah, it might be good anyway.
I wouldn't say it's good, but at least it'll help. Maybe a bit.
So you guys gonna head towards the center of the mall?
Yeah.
As you head towards the center of the mall, you hear a lot of whispers. A lot of the name Haley being dropped, you know. Other than that, Jeremy specifically, you pick up Dusty Hands quite a bit. But there's not really much else other than people being really excited for the party. In the center of the mall, there is a large platform with a microphone on
Is Haley gonna be here, you think?
I sure hope so. At least I might be able to get some answers. Listen, I say we just blend into the crowd and wait a bit.
Sounds good. We don't want to stand out here.
As you guys sit and wait around, as usual in normal dramatics, all the lights dim and spotlights show up on the stage. And in the middle of the stage stands a man with platinum hair. Hello, everybody! Hello, hello, hello! Thank you once again for joining us here at the Fall Extravaganza. I hope you all enjoy. I'm gonna be your host, Finn! Ah, God, I love this time of year. And he just kind of scans the crowd. Please enjoy the party. We have festivities of all kinds. The department stores have been turned into specific feeding grounds. If you want a jock, go to the Big Five. If you want someone hyped up on sugar, go to the candy store. Just have fun, mingle, and remember, keep it a secret.
What the fuck, man?
Jeremy's just kind of staring with this like jaw like slack. And he's like, this guy again. You think he'd quiet down a little?
No, dude, I think he's just on perpetual, like, sugar high.
Might be. But at this point, I really don't know.
Are either of us
always on sugar?
Are either of us hungry?
Jeremy, you're feeling quite satiated. Cypher, you're a little hungry.
I guess while we're here, I might as well feed. It's probably a safer situation to do so.
I mean, seems like the norm to do around here, so I'll just follow you.
What are the food options?
So, Alabaster Central Mall is the biggest mall, so really anything you can think of getting, they have. Cypher, what draws your eyes in is definitely Barnes & Noble.
Of course. Let's head over here. This might be more interesting for me.
Oh,
I'm going to head over to the book.
To the bookstore? Alright.
Yeah.
So in there's quite a few other more refined looking kindred. They are currently leaning over quite a few kind and, you know, doing the drains, all the good stuff.
Is there one not taken?
There's plenty not taken.
I'm just gonna pick one and go for it.
Alright, so you find a... are you looking younger or older?
Younger.
Okay, so you do find someone that looks like they're fresh into their 21. They're just kind of partaking in the Harry Potter books. They have a dazed look on their face as if they're oblivious to everything going on around them.
Jeremy's actually gonna like wave his hand at one of their faces.
No response.
This is kind of weird.
I won't lie to you, this is very weird.
I'm just gonna bite on her neck and feed.
She doesn't react to your feeding, at least outwardly. She does look a little bit more flushed than usual, as if she's enjoying it, but you're not quite sure if that's because she's enjoying the book she's reading or if she's enjoying you nomming on her face.
Once I'm finished, I'll wipe my face and turn to Jeremy. So what do we do now?
Maybe we could talk to some people, see what's going on with Haley. Maybe see if there's any talk about that whole thing that happened after that anniversary party.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
See what's going on for the general atmosphere. Damn, this is fucking weird. Jeremy just kind of like keeps looking at different people who are just not responding. but and then he kind of just like walks out, and he kind of like looks around for like just a group of like people chatting, really, maybe just to see if he could overhear something, because he doesn't really know if people will open up to him particularly, but if he could just like pick up on some things, that'd be great.
You do hear, I guess it's not really overhearing as he's not really being stealthy at all. You hear Finn screaming at the top of his lungs about something or another with Haley and how Vincent's gonna probably need a new second in command, things like that.
Oh, whoops, actually. Roll the dice. But he's just kind of like a little surprised that like Finn would speak so loudly about that particular fact, but also not that surprised. But he's gonna actually try to see if any like of like the groups around Finn are mumbling on about that particular. Let's see, trying to like basically listen in to see if people are like discussing it in a lower tone, and definitely for people speaking things that I don't want other people to hear.
Wits plus awareness, please. Did I cut out?
Oh no, I just don't know what my awareness is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it is.
You managed to overhear one of the groups closer to Finn mumbling something about how David's story was a complete crock of shit. There's no way Haley would be put in the hospital. Vincent would definitely have her on lock, though she wouldn't be at the ivory tower at all.
Okay. And Jeremy internalizes that a bit, kind of moves on, glancing about the crowd, just, you know, looking for, because he knows she wouldn't be here, but just anything that would catch his eye. Because this whole situation is weird to him in general, and he feels a little out of place.
So, you do think about it, you're like, Haley wouldn't be here, there's no way, and as you say that, out of the corner of your eye, you see someone that looks a lot like Haley entering one of the clothing stores.
Jeremy immediately spins on his heel and starts walking. All right.
Where are you going, man?
Haley, come on.
Okay, I'll follow him.
So you enter a clothing store, and it's a little strange. Definitely not the kind of clothing that you, Cypher, particularly would wear. But it does. You do see the woman that Jeremy was talking about.
I don't think that is Haley. Can I look around the room and see if there's anything of interest?
Not really of interest for you. There's quite a bit of clothing, a lot more girly than you're used to.
So this is like a Justice.
Yeah, Justice, Rue 21 sort of dealio going on.
All right, so I'm sorry about that. So it's not Haley. It just kind of looked like her.
Are you gonna approach her and check?
Yeah, I'm gonna check.
Conjecture. As you approach her, she kind of turns towards you, and she looks a lot like Haley, like awkwardly a lot like Haley. And she kind of looks at you, and she's like, "Huh. So you're the Thin Bloods everyone's talking about."
Who are you?
Me?
Yes, you.
I guess people normally call me HJW, but that's not particularly my name, and I don't really enjoy that name because it does remind me so much of Haley.
So you're not Haley?
No. I'm related to Haley, but I'm not Haley.
So you're her sister.
That would be unfortunate. Not particularly her sister. And as she's about to tell you who she is, someone runs up and kind of looks at her and starts yelling at her. What are you doing here? I didn't give you permission to be here. This is the problem with you Johnsons, and he kind of just pulls her away. She looks very unwilling to go.
Hey, wait, hold up. And Jeremy kind of like runs up to them because he's very interested in this particular person, mainly due to their connection to Haley.
I'm going to follow him.
As you walk up and attempt to cut him off, he just kind of glares down at you. What do you want, Lick?
Listen, we need to speak with her. It's very important.
Not as important as the things I'm going to do with her tonight.
Just 5 minutes.
5 minutes. Anything you need to say to her, you can say to me as well.
I mean, that's fine as far as I'm concerned. And you kind of like walk around him, like now that he's like stopped. He's like, so you're related to Haley. Do you know where she is right now?
Probably in her apartment in the Frontier.
Where is that?
Old West Alabaster, sorry.
Alright. Alright, I need to go. And Jeremy just kind of like turns out, like kind of dashes off, immediately like kind of rushing out of there.
Is there an address or what's it nearby? We need to speak to her about stuff.
She gives you the exact address, 314 Elm Street. And then the man kind of looks down at you and he's just like, are you done?
Yeah, thank you for your time. I'll run after Jeremy to catch up.
Okay, you catch up to Jeremy. Jeremy, I assume you're headed back towards the car.
Yeah, just like rushing to the car. He really doesn't even know where Haley is, but he just kind of is like lost in his like almost like anger at this point that she is there, and even if he doesn't even know where she is there, he's gonna head there.
Alright, so you're heading towards Cypher. You do manage to catch up to him.
Hey, I got the address, so we can just go straight there. Also, I think that's her mom. They have the same last name.
Listen, as far as I'm concerned, it doesn't matter to me. Her family situation doesn't matter. What does matter is that she killed Warren yesterday. But damn it. Were we told something about that, the Frontier? I heard that term before.
So have I, but I can't remember.
Can't place my finger on it. Ah, shit. Alright, we'll just head there. It'll be fine. We'll just go.
Go into the Frontier?
Yep. And Jeremy will just start the car and head towards the address that Cypher got.
So as you continue to drive towards the western side of Alabaster, you visibly notice the presence of kindred getting thinner and thinner.
We should probably be careful around here, man.
Until you finally reach the border of Alabaster proper and the Frontier.
Is this a place that what was his name? Daniel Bell, David Bell, the ugly motherfucker.
Oh,
Is
that
this the
guy,
place
yeah.
where you said not to go?
I don't really remember, but it does seem like that might be it, but why?
I don't know if we should do this. Well, maybe not take Tommy. I don't know. He kind of loses his shit.
Listen, I think it'll be fine. Just us. We should be able to handle it.
As you get closer and closer to the door, or not the door, as you get closer and closer to the border, your officer stops in front of you and holds his hand up. Registration, please.
Please tell me you have registration.
Jeremy's gonna look in the glove box and hope there's something in there.
Your registration's in there.
Alright, now I handle my ID as well.
And he just kind of looks at it, gives it a once over, and then nods to himself and hands it back. You're free to go.
Alright, thanks. And he kind of looks a little confused and just pushes on.
As you push through the checkpoint, you feel as though something is looking deeper into you than the general just checkpoint checks.
Are you sure this isn't a trap or something? I mean, I don't know.
Look, she'll be here. That's all that matters.
I'm gonna continue on to the address.
Yeah.
Let's stop a block away so we can kind of just scope it out.
Alright, I'll make you feel better.
Okay, you stop a block away, and as you're driving Cypher, you notice that the amount of people here are heavily more human.
Well, that's a good sign, I suppose. There's a lot more humans around.
I guess so.
I mean, vampires are terrifying so far, so...
I mean, I'd have to agree, honestly. But this whole thing is wild. It's a little stressful, to be honest.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh yeah, I don't really know how to adapt. I mean, like I try, I really do, and it's just strange, you know?
It's a constant power struggle with vampires, it seems. Whoever's the most intimidating seems to get what they want.
So he kind of nods at that and proceeds forward, trying to like look for the address, see if there's like a place to park that's nearby but not too close.
There is a place a block away. You pull in, take your time, parallel parking and all that good stuff.
Taking my time, really slow parallel parking.
And then, are you guys gonna sit and wait, or are you gonna go and see what's the what?
Do you want to go in, Jeremy?
Let's go.
Alright.
What's the worst that can happen?
As you get out of the car, you feel quite a few eyes looking at you. And as you look around, you see a lot of seemingly professional humans around.
Why would she live out here? I feel like Vincent would have given her an apartment in the city.
You know, honestly, I thought she'd be staying at the Ivory Tower, but...
Maybe not, because of the attacks.
Inside his car real quick, and grab his gun. Hide it. Conceal it.
You do.
Just because he's feeling a little concerned at this point. There's something doesn't feel right.
You do get the gun. It's loaded, all that good stuff. As you
With half a clip in there.
As you make your way to the apartment, you see the door not guarded at all. And you see just names. You see Johnson, you see Vicar, you see just a couple different names.
Do you see anything? How many female names are listed?
You can't really tell from just the last name.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's just last name. And I'm assuming there's none with Johnson. So
there's the top name is Johnson.
Oh, the top name's Johnson?
Yes.
Oh, wow, I missed that. Okay, then we'll just head to that room.
Okay, so you head towards room 308, and doors, again, not guarded, which you find odd for someone that's supposed to be in recovery.
I'm gonna put my ear to the door real quick, see if I can hear anything.
Nothing.
Then I'm gonna try unlocking it.
You unlock it, and easy lock. You're not even quite sure why Haley would be here with such an easy lock, as she is fairly important to Vincent, or at least that's what you believe. And then when you open the door, you see just very simple furnishings. You see a table with a nice little vase of flowers on it, and couch adorned with flowers. Obviously, well-wishers wishing good luck. And then, other than that, you just see a coffin in the corner standing up against the wall.
Is it open or closed?
It is closed.
I'm gonna stand right in the doorway. Go check that out, Jeremy. See if she's there.
I'm actually gonna pull the gun and just have it in hand, just in case, because opening coffin just sounds threatening in general. And then he's gonna try to just slowly open it, see what's inside.
Inside the coffin, with her arms crossed like a pharaoh, stands or lies Haley Johnson. She seems to be in a deep slumber. She looks way better than the last time you saw her. Less burned.
Not as crispy.
Not as crispy. Not a Krispy Kreme.
Jeremy kind of turns back to Haley, or not to Haley, to Cypher. He's like, Haley's in here.
Okay. I'm gonna enter and approach her as well.
You approach. Haley doesn't react.
Should we poke her? I don't know how you wake up a sleeping vampire.
Should we even be waking her?
I don't know. I mean, we came here to talk to her.
Jeremy gently closes the coffin and then knocks on it.
No response.
I'll knock harder.
Still no response.
What do you want to do?
I don't know. I mean, I'm half tempted to just try to kill it right now, but I know I shouldn't be doing that. I just need answers. So
I need answers too.
We'll just try to wake her up. Yeah, right? Shake her violently, I guess.
Okay.
Hopefully we don't die.
Your shaking definitely does something. Her eyes snap open and she looks at you and then looks at Cypher. What brings you here?
I'll let you go first, Jeremy, and then I'll ask my question.
Did you kill Warren?
Who?
Warren. Kind of like gay tall. Just the other day.
I've been resting for the past 2 days.
So you haven't been awake at all?
No, I forgot you guys are new to this. It's called Topor. It's when we take damage that, you know, would generally incapacitate one of us. Such as, I guess for me, UV lights act as the sun for me, and it hurts really bad. So I take time to repair and get back to fighting shape, as you could call it.
And like Jeremy kind of like looks her over again, and seeing as she like does look better, like kind of just almost just sits on the floor and just like puts his hands on his head, and he's like, "Someone's saying that you killed my friend."
Why would I do that? What do I gain?
That's what I wanted to know. That's why I came out to find you.
Well, I can tell you I didn't do it. I mean, I guess that I don't really have a way to prove my innocence.
I mean, I believe you. I mean, you look a lot less crispy than the last time I saw you. I'd say that, but...
Did you get your answer, Jeremy?
I did, but it doesn't answer.
Can you watch the door? Can you wait outside for a second?
And then Jeremy just kind of nods, gets up, and he's just so confused right now, and leaves. Basically closes the door behind him.
So there is something you did do, Haley. Why did you turn me?
How did you find out it was me?
You don't need to know how I found out. I just want to know why. I only saved you to find out why I'd let you burn. You ruined my life.
I suppose I did. I apologize for that, though I doubt that matters.
It doesn't. I just want to know why.
Even if I told you it was to save you, you wouldn't believe me, would you?
Just tell me what happened.
Project Synthetic. Not even little Vincent knows about it. It's a Blue Blood Initiative cover. They're trying to create synthetic blood. For what? I don't know. I don't know why anyone would want synthetic blood unless you have, I guess, Tommy's affliction. It's really gross, actually. And I guess you probably wouldn't have noticed as I was undercover, but I was part of the team working on that.
What?
I know exactly who you are, Cynthia Mason.
With that, her face tenses up.
It's no secret to me that you changed your name. I always really felt a connection with you, but...
So why did you do it? What happened that night? Because I just left the library and the next thing I know I'm a fucking vampire.
Do you know about the founders of Alabaster City?
I don't.
I guess you are a transplant flown in specifically for this. There's three siblings. 2 brothers and 1 sister. There's Alexia Vicar, Alexander Vicar, and Alejandro Vicar. Their parents have awful naming sense. Put simply, they are those that came before. You could say original vampires of Alabaster City. Each of them with their own affliction, their own banes. I have a theory that they're not from the same clan, but it wouldn't really make sense. They're siblings. But I guess putting it in terms that even a new vampire can understand, Alejandro was the one that actively ran Project Synthetic, and when you started looking into how Project Synthetic reacts to sunlight and outside circumstances, like whether or not you can ID someone through Project Synthetic blood found on the site of, let's say, a burning accident, for instance, Alejandro took quite a large interest in you. To put it simply, he wanted to make sure you wouldn't put two and two together.
That's what I thought would happen.
So, you, I guess, sounds shitty, but you are a asset, put simply. There really isn't any reason to let Vicar take you. And so I turned to you because I felt as though you could be useful to Vincent.
Well, I suppose I appreciate it partially, but... oh man. So we're even then. I saved you, you saved me. We're even. Hey, Jeremy! I yell out to him.
Yeah, and Jeremy will pop open the door.
You can come back in.
Alright, and he comes back in.
I'm not asking for your forgiveness, Cypher. I didn't save you.
Right. Regardless, I've got my answers, so... Jeremy, whatever you want to do now is your decision.
I mean... Look... Haley, as shitty as it sounds, I trust you, and I just need to find out who would hurt Warren and why. They said that Warren's girlfriend said something about you, Haley Johnson, killing him. So I just need to find you, but it doesn't make sense now.
Dude, we already met who did it. I just realized who it was. If it wasn't her, and it looks like her, who do you think it is?
Oh, shit. That chick that we just saw. What was it? HJW?
That's an uncanny likeness to my initials.
Yeah. Someone said they were related to you.
HJW.
She looks like you, dude. Is she your mom?
Haley chuckles a little bit. Who? My mom's been dead for 72 years now.
Did you have any sisters?
No, I didn't have any siblings. I was an only child. They were very upset with me when I decided to leave home and pursue my dreams of singing.
Daughter?
At that, Haley freezes up.
You... Oh. Did...
That wouldn't make any sense, though. I sent her to my cousin. She said she'd take care... Oh, God.
Yeah, that's how that works out. Haven't you ever read, like, literature? You send your kid away, they come back.
Turns out they're a vampire like you. Yeah.
Oedipus Rex, you fuck your mom.
Ah, fuck. All right. Listen, we need to get you disguised, and you're coming with us.
She kind of looks around. I can't leave. There's no way I can leave.
What do you mean?
You really think if I left, Vincent wouldn't know?
Yeah, dude, I think Vincent would be pretty pissed if we took her. Besides, what if we meet up with Tommy?
Well, there's a lot of talk about you murdering someone at this point. So maybe even if you don't leave, something's gonna come back to you. And I know that you think that he wouldn't believe that, but I mean, a whole lot of shit's been happening with you around, and listen.
She gave us our address.
Yeah. She knew where you lived.
Interesting. Haley kind of just has a faraway look in her eyes.
At this point, you might be implicated.
Why aren't you at the Ivory Tower anyway? Why are you here?
Vincent and I aren't always around each other.
Yeah, but it's a lot safer there, isn't it? I mean, we waltzed right in.
That lock sucks. You should get it changed.
Not very many kindred would make their way to the frontier. Like, I'm not too worried about it. Why are you here?
We had questions.
Don't you know what the frontier is?
Not really, but that's not important right now.
As you say, not really. I need... Who's the closest to the door?
Probably Jeremy.
Jeremy, I need you to make an awareness plus wits roll. You hear the sound of boots thumping against the ground in a hurried manner, making their way towards the room.
Does it sound like a lot of people, or?
It sounds like quite a lot of people, yes.
Jeremy turns over to Haley. Expecting guests?
Oh, shit. Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all.
Can we go out the window? Can we go out the window? Can we, you know?
You look out the window, you're on, like, the 4th floor.
Is there a fire escape?
Not at this apartment, no. You can tell these apartments were greatly neglected.
Let's go.
Jeremy's actually gonna, like, knock over the coffin and try to push it towards the door to blockade it for a second. Just to
what are you doing? We need to go.
They're outside!
We're gonna be trapped in here.
How close are they? Do they sound?
They sound about... It'll take them maybe 5-10 minutes to get there.
Oh, okay. So I thought they were just right out the hallway. I'm like, oh wait, they're really far.
To push over the, as you start to push over the coffin, Haley's like, whoa, 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 whoa! Let me get out first, Jesus!
Oh,
you're fucked up, Jeremy.
Listen, I'm gonna find flight. Let's just go. Let's just run through the front door. He's gonna like burst out the front door and look around.
At the end of the hallway, you see about 20 people in full-on riot gear with automatic weapons storming down towards the hallway, and they kind of stop when you burst through the door, and they're like, hands up!
Jeremy just stares at them and then runs back in. Closing the door after him. Okay, they're outside.
Fuck. Okay, get that up against the door then.
Haley, get out!
Haley kind of gets out and she's like, you want the coffin against what's going on?
There's a lot of people with a lot of guns outside. We need to figure a way out, and they're gonna be bursting through that door any second. So coffin in front of the door. Buy us at least a few seconds.
We can't do that. I need...
No, you don't need it.
There's someone here that we need to get out. If they're raiding my place, they definitely know there's kindred in... Fuck.
Don't you have a phone? Call them.
I can't...
Jeremy's gonna look at Haley, and he's gonna look her in the eyes and he's like, how important is it that we save those people?
I mean, if you want one of the Vicars owing you a favor, it's quite important.
Fuck.
Okay, alright, all of you, help me carry this. We're gonna use it as a shield as we run down the hallway.
Jesus Christ. You have such bad ideas, but it's the only option. Let's go.
Yeah.
Haley kind of just... She's like, don't even worry about it. And she picks up the coffin with one hand. And on the back, there's this strap. And she kind of slides her arm through it. And she's like, I was oddly enough prepared for this.
Jeremy just kind of like watches her like with like wide eyes. It's like, wow, you plan ahead. All right, let's go.
So Haley takes position and rushes out of the door, coffin pointing toward... She like scans the hallway and then slams the coffin into the ground in the direction that they're coming from. And she's like, we need to get to the 5th floor. I know it sucks, but we have to go up first.
All right, Jeremy nods at that and is literally just going to start booking it for the stairs.
Cypher's just chasing Jeremy.
You guys manage to make it to the stairs and run up a flight of stairs, and there's a lot of doors. And you can hear the shouting from the floor beneath you getting louder and louder as they seem to be calling for reinforcements.
Did Haley follow?
Haley was before Jeremy.
Yeah.
Which door is it? We gotta go.
She's like scanning it. I change the room every fucking day. It's been 2 days. 2 days ago would have been... She kind of just turns to... She's like halfway down the hallway, turns to the left, and just kicks the door open. Inside, there's just a coffin, nothing else. I'm gonna need help with this one. There's a body in here.
Okay. Jeremy's like, I ain't very strong, but I'll help.
I'll grab his feet, you grab his hands.
Alright.
As you open the coffin, you see, just like Haley, there is a lady in the coffin. She seems to be in what Haley called a topor. There is a stake firmly pressed into the left side of her chest.
Jeremy's gonna pull that out.
As you reach to pull it out, Haley grabs your arm. Don't touch it!
Oh! Okay. He starts grabbing. He's like, okay, then we're gonna need help carrying this.
She picks up the arms and she's like, grab one leg each.
Alright. I'll take the right foot.
Alright, I'll take the left foot.
As you guys pick up the feet, Haley starts walking towards the window and she smashes it open. Throw her.
What?
Doesn't even hesitate, just throws her.
Jeremy just drops the left foot in a throwing.
Slumped outside the window.
I release before I go out the window with the body.
So you guys throw the body down out of the window and it thuds against the ground. As you look out, there's no one there, and Haley's like, jump.
Oh, I'm gonna hate this.
Do you
Go ahead.
I will carry you. Do you want me to carry you?
Not really, no, he's gonna jump.
You can go first, Jeremy.
I need you to make a dexterity check. Okay, as you're plummeting towards the ground, Conveniently, there is a string of clothing attached from one side of the apartment to the other, and you just kind of grab onto it, and it snaps on one end, and you smash against the wall and kind of descend easily, but if you know if you were a human, that would really, really, really hurt.
This is gonna suck.
That stung.
I jump.
As you jump down, can I get a dexterity check from you, please?
Yeah.
You managed to land on Jeremy.
Oof.
Thanks, man. That's why I had you go first.
Oh.
I'm so sorry.
And then Haley just gracefully descends. Like she's done this too many times.
Oh, can you get off of me, please?
Yeah, that's not a problem. I stand up and I'll check out that body that's splattered on the ground.
Not splattered, it's surprisingly still intact. The stake is a little bit deeper.
That looks really in there, but...
We should probably get this out of here.
Yeah.
How far away from the car?
You're about 2 blocks away from the car.
I would probably recommend leaving the coffin. That looks really suspicious. And then Jeremy kind of like starts dragging the body towards the car.
I'll help Jeremy.
Haley, she's like, whatever you do, I don't care which of you gets staked, I don't care which of you gets topored, this body is most important.
Jeremy kind of nods and just keeps dragging the body. He's kind of making slow progress because he's not very strong, so there's like a lot of effort going into it, and he's just kind of just dragging it along the floor.
As you're dragging the body, you see a lot of guys in armor rounding the corner, and Haley gets this unnaturally red glow to her eyes, and she's like, I'll hold them off as much as I can. Go! And you just kind of see what you assume to be the beast inside of all of you manifesting in Haley's eyes.
Oh,
let's go.
Okay.
Yeah, let's not say I don't want to watch.
Yeah, I'm not wanting to watch this. So Jeremy, carries this corpse to the car, and it's gonna pop the trunk on the way there.
So you do end up popping the trunk on the way there, and as I assume you're just gonna throw the body in the trunk.
Correct.
All right. Are you do and you close the back? Are you gonna go back for Haley? What are you guys gonna do?
Is your car bulletproof?
I don't think so. That wasn't listed in the features.
Should we like kind of cruise by and see? I mean, we can't go there. We'll get our shit rocked.
All right, we'll drive there slowly and just take a look. And if she can get in, she can get in.
I don't care.
All right, well, let's just check. Because I don't want her to die, all right? We have a lot of questions to get answered, and unfortunately, we need her alive right now.
Unfortunately. Don't trust her. Remember.
I don't, but listen, I don't think she killed Warren, and I think she's probably the only lead we got to finding the bitch that did, so let's go. We're just gonna start moving slowly towards where he last saw Haley. Driving slowly, see if you can see her.
As you begin to drive slowly towards the last place you saw Haley, you see her getting shot at by a lot of bullets. A lot of bullets. She's looking... You remember seeing her toasty? This is a little bit more...
It looks like
rough.
Swiss cheese.
Yeah, she's got bullet holes in her. They're regenerating, but slower than you've ever seen a vampire regenerate. It's kind of disturbing, actually. And she's, at this point, trying to just minimize losses and retreat.
Alright, Jeremy is actually going to roll down his window and kind of yell at Haley, "Hurry, get in!" And he's going to shoot at someone who's shooting at her.
As you tell her to get in, literally 4 of the guards shift their fire and start pouring it into your vehicle.
Alright, I'm going to shoot at them.
As Haley seemingly speeds up a little more supernatural than normal.
Alright.
I just duck in my car.
I'm just going to take shots at the people shooting at the car, really.
You hit him. Their armor pretty much deflects all of your bullets.
At least it's distracting them.
Are you aiming for anyone in particular, or are you just shooting?
I'm just shooting at the people that are shooting at us, not aiming at anyone particular.
Alright, so you're shooting and eventually you hear the click, 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 click. And Haley's still like a good 2-3 feet away from the car as she begins to jump into the window of the passenger seat.
Just go!
Yeah, and then he's gonna just drive off. He's gonna peel off and just start speeding down the road.
So, as she dives into the car, Cypher, you just kind of get a Haley to the face as you duck down in the seat, and she just she looks awful. Literally awful.
Hi, Haley. How are you doing? You look really good.
Ha. Very funny. And she kind of sits up and sighs deeply, and then the body's... Where's the body? It's not in the back seat.
It's in the trunk.
Okay, at least we got the body. I guess I should let you know that is the body of Alexia Vicar. Yeah, I kinda... Do you know what diablerie is?
Yeah.
You were gonna eat her?
I was either going to eat her. My idea is to get Alejandro and Alexia and offer one of them to Vincent. That's why I've been out and about so much.
I mean, I guess we have her in my trunk.
So do we head straight to the tower then? I mean, we can't really...
Do you know any ways that doesn't lead through a checkpoint?
The underground tunnels are probably going to be your best bet, but Blue Blood Initiative is definitely going to be watching.
Well...
Who was that back there?
I forget. We really don't tell you, the new guys, anything when they're turned not legally, I guess. They're what we call the Second Inquisition.
Oh, that sounds really fun.
It's exactly the opposite of fun. You know, Spanish Inquisition, Salem witch trials, all that good stuff. These
yeah,
guys
being
are worse.
shot, burned, stabbed. It's really fun, yeah. Really wanted that.
These guys are worse.
You know what sucks the most out of all this? I got bullet holes in my car, and my leather interior has blood all over it. So...
I'm sorry, I didn't...
I mean, it's not your fault, but I'm just saying. Kind of blows.
It's still better than your other car.
I just got this thing yesterday.
Where'd you get it from?
Vincent bought it for me. Long story.
Where did he get it from?
What was it, like, Mark or... Oh, no, Merv? Marv?
Marv? Oh, you'll be fine then. He gets it. He fixes up these things all the time. It happens more often than you think it does. We can stop by his place if you want to and get you a loaner car for a while.
Maybe we should swap cars in case they follow. Do they come into normal Alabaster?
They try to avoid normal Alabaster. I don't know if they're ready to go toe-to-toe with Blue Blood Initiative and Vincent. But the Camarilla's territory and even the Anarch's territory are under very serious threat from these guys. They're trained. Like SWAT, Spetsnaz, KGB, they have nothing on these guys. These are the best of the best.
Man, this is... You know, I have to admit, this has been an eventful week, right? You know, died, met some kind of prince, went to a party, that party blew up and you got real toasty.
Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Yeah, you know, put you out, gave, you know, some corpse-looking guy my blood, and now we're getting shot out by, like, you know, the Second Inquisition, so, you know.
Did what with your blood?
Oh, yeah, what was this?
That ugly fucker, you gave him your blood? Why did you trust him?
Listen.
Did you think he was cute?
Jeremy kind of laughs at that. Oh, no. Trust me, I didn't. I don't think anyone could. But, look, sometimes you learn to take a little bit of gambles, and I thought, what the hell? It's just blood.
Jeremy, your blood is extremely precious. As a kindred, it can have unimaginable consequences if someone else gets a hold of your blood.
You know, you really should hand out, like, at least a pamphlet. Like, at least, like, detailing different things that I shouldn't be doing.
Well, let's just get to Miarva and get you a burner car.
Alright, well, let's just head there, I guess. And then just gonna drive there.
You remember the way from yesterday, yeah?
Yeah.
So you just make your way there. And then as you pull up, Miarv's waiting. He's just like... I'd say I'm surprised to see you. And then he looks in the back seat. But I also see you have Miss Johnson with you.
Yeah. Yeah. Mind giving us a spare while you fix this one up?
Yeah. Fuck. This is why I hate dealing with kindred. He says as he goes and finds a spare vehicle to give you.
He kind of leaves it to, like, Haley. He's like, this guy won't recognize the person we got in the trunk, will he?
He's not kindred. He's old, but if I remember correctly, he's under Gran's thumb. Gran wouldn't tell him anything too important.
Well, so long as he won't recognize that we're pulling out someone really important from our trunk and moving them to another trunk, I think we'll be okay.
I can't guarantee that, but I understand what you mean.
Well, should we, like... Jeremy's gonna, like, pop the trunk. He's like, should we just, like, hide her in, like, a bush or something, and then...
No, we'll just... We're taking her to the hospital.
He looks at the person and then looks at Cypher. He's like, I don't know if he's gonna buy that one.
She had a seizure? Just don't let him see the stake?
Miarv drives up with a seemingly identical car.
Oh, it's beautiful.
That's what you said last time, kid.
Still just as true. Alright. He's gonna pop open that trunk and kind of like pick up the body and position it away so you can't see the steak sticking out of this person. And then drop them in that trunk.
Marv just kind of looks at you guys, looks at the trunk, looks at Haley, looks at the trunk.
Closes it. He's like, alright, let's go. Thanks, Marv.
I get in the car. I'm not gonna say anything.
Whatever. He just kind of lets you go. He doesn't seem to want to ask more questions.
Alright, Haley, get in.
Haley is already in.
Oh, okay, and then he drives away. I guess he's gonna start heading to the Ivory Tower.
Can we not go to Vincent?
Why?
Oh, I mean, what?
I mean, we could take her to the
her-
warehouse and put her in the fridge.
Yeah, so.
We could do that. That sounds better. Much better.
Alright, we'll
I
do that
don't
then.
exactly want him to know what it sounds so sketchy when I put it this way. I don't exactly want him to know what I'm doing.
Alright, well.
It's like a birthday present.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Happy birthday, here's a body.
She's still
Why?
alive, technically.
Heh.
I mean, she looks not alive, but I guess we all don't really. So, you know, warehouse it is. Jeremy's gonna just drive towards the warehouse.
So you drive towards the warehouse, and as you arrive there, Martin Schiller's just kind of waiting outside.
Hey, Martin.
Oh, yeah.
I get out of the car. How's it going?
How long has it been since we left?
It's been like 4 hours. I've been trying to find you guys.
You know you can call me, right?
I don't have my phone on me.
Well, yeah, so the computer, it's just in here. I'll unlock the door and let him in.
Jeremy's kind of like looks at him. He's like, you could have walked inside.
That would be rude.
Vampires can't enter unless you let them inside, right?
I'm not a vampire, and that's total folklore.
Oh.
I guess the same applies for him, though.
You're a vampire now.
I
Congrats.
have.
Jeremy
morals?
pats him on the back. Alright, go on in and collect the computer. Just ignore
Yes.
everything else that happens after this.
I'll take him in and show him where it is.
He just,
Jeremy's gonna...
as he says ignore everything that happens, he's just gonna be like,
Jeremy's gonna pop open the trunk and start dragging the body into the place.
He kind of looks at the body. Who is that?
Yeah, it's ask Haley, I don't
best
know.
friend, so,
Ask
you know.
Haley, where is Haley?
Happy birthday, Vincent.
Haley just kind of peeks out of the back seat, and Martin turns. He gets paler than all three of you. What are you doing outside?
Oh, a lot of guys with guns came for us, so... Yeah, that's it.
You...
Listen, just... Look, I'm gonna need you to do me a favor, and he's gonna, like, stop in front of his, like, face. He's like, forget everything you saw.
Haley, you're
Look, we get it. Haley's grounded, but...
Jesus Christ almighty. Haley just kind of looks at him. You know that theoretical plan we came up with that one night we were drinking? And he's like... He looks at her with, like, the deadest of eyes. the theoretical plan where you kidnap 2 of the Vicar siblings and offer one to Vincent, and she's like, it's a little bit more in practice than being in theory now. And he just kind of looks back in as, like, Cypher is, like, standing by the computer, and he's just like, keep it, and he just kind of leaves.
Jeremy's, like, stuffing the body in the fridge. He's like, oh, what's got him so upset?
And Haley just kind of walks in and looks around, and she's like, so this is where you guys have been staying?
Don't.
Look, I don't want to admit it, but I've been sleeping in the fridge for the past few days.
Cypher,
Yeah.
where do you sleep?
Oh, I sleep on the bed. I used to sleep under the desk.
Where's your...
We used to have holes.
She just kind of looks around and she's like, where, no doors or anything? Like, no rooms? Like, this is a really big warehouse and you guys haven't done, like, anything with it.
You know, I hate to break it to you, but we haven't had a lot of time.
True, I guess. If you want me
how's-
to, I can send a crew to renovate for you.
Yeah, that'd be fair. I mean, we got the shit shot at us.
I mean...
Yeah, I'll contact some of my people and...
I mean, that would be great. Can you, like... I mean... Do all of us sleep in coffins? Is that, like, a normal thing that we do?
No, I just do it because it kind of feels comfortable.
Oh, well... I mean... I guess I can relate. He kind of looks at the fridge. He's like, can you get us some of those? Just, you know, asking for a friend, you know.
You don't want to sleep in the fridge anymore?
No, I don't want to sleep in the fridge anymore.
You have a bunkmate now.
There's no room.
So, really, I know Vincent probably wants you to report back to him on literally everything and anything to do that you guys ever do ever in your entire life cycles, correct? Or unlife cycles, I suppose would be the proper term.
I would say that's correct.
Can
Yes.
you not do that just this once? I'll owe you a big favor.
Yeah, what kind of favor? And how long are you gonna stay alive to actually pay that off?
I don't plan on dying anytime soon, she says.
I mean, you thought that, like, this night, and look what happened. And you thought that the other night as well. You know, we seem to be saving your ass a lot.
And believe it or not, it happens a lot.
Oh, well.
People save each other's asses. That's what being a kindred's all about. Or at least that's what I hope it's all about.
Guess it is now. And Jeremy's like, all right. Well, can you just do me a favor and, like, look into this HJW figure?
Oh, I already know
really
who she
need
is.
to know.
I'll try and track her down. Is there anything she was wearing, anything she was doing that would stand out at all?
She was with a dude.
She's
A
getting
really
dragged by
angry
him.
dude.
Apparently, she don't have permission to leave by herself.
That's an odd kink to have.
Look, I don't judge.
Right, technically we're all necrophiliacs now, so...
True. I guess I'll look into it. Where's Tommy? He'd probably know more about...
You can't be here when Tommy's here. That's a bad idea.
Why is it a bad idea?
I don't know, but he don't like you.
Jeremy kind of like lets out a nervous laugh, and he's like, you remember that time at the club when you like kissed Tommy? I was there, but he really didn't like that. Like, really didn't like it.
Then I can just apologize? Like, it's kind of the heat of the moment? Like, we can apologize, we're not children.
Are you sure?
Jeremy's like, ooh, maybe like give him a nice gift too, because
Like a big bottle of whiskey.
Yeah, like he was really mad.
I think I can find a gift that he'd enjoy.
Stay like 20 feet away.
Put it on the floor.
Kick it.
Back.
I mean, is it okay if I stay here for the time being?
Yeah, when he shows up, we're gonna have
Yeah.
to do something.
I mean, so long as you hide when he shows up and then like present yourself and gift him, it should work out. So make yourself comfortable. Jeremy like opens, like gestures to the big open space.
Well, thank you. As for... I won't stay very long. I'll try and figure out where to put things. Oh god, this is a disaster.
You don't say.
And that's where we'll end it for the day.
Alright.
Yay!
Yay!
Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, all that jazz.
Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, all that jizzy jazz indeed.
Everyone stay safe. Don't do what Jeremy wouldn't do.
Don't jump out windows, don't put bodies in fridges, let's not do that.
Avoid the fruitcake, it's gonna break your teeth. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
I'm
And
making fruitcake.
Don't eat the
That sounds
fruitcake. It'll break your teeth. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. I've never actually had fruitcake.
Neither have I. It's a doorstop, that's all I know.
Alright, well, thank you all for joining us. This is Z, and featuring, unfortunately, Tommy is not here, and nor is Vincent, but we're all wishing you, from the EOTM team, have a very wonderful rest of your Christmas. Or, yeah, Merry Holiday. Yeah, what you...
Yeah,
I guess
every
not.
holiday.
Every holiday, not just
inclusive
Christmas.
of all holidays.
Now I feel like an asshole.
Hanukkah, Kwanzaa. Not Merry Christmas if you don't celebrate.
Alright, we're gonna dip out of here. Take it easy, everyone. Bye.